Alright, I got the audio issues fixed. Sorry about that, guys. Alright, for those of you who are just now tuning in for the first time, what was I gonna say? Today we're gonna be rebuilding a moss farm in Minecraft that I've already built, but there was some issues with it. It wasn't very efficient, and so I did a lot of testing off camera and tweaked with some things, and we're gonna rebuild it. All right, stream should be working. The audio should be all cleared up now. I just need to give it a second for the chats to all sync up and stuff like that. There we go. I think everything should be working now. All right, let's go ahead and hop in. Where were we before I got so rudely interrupted? That was awkward, but whatever. Technical difficulties happen. The rotten flesh I could trade away, but that's not a big deal right now. Hopefully I already have all the resources I need to rebuild this thing. Let's go just take a look at it and take a look at what I have over there before I really do anything. Because then that'll help me decide like what I need to do. Okay, well first we'll look at the resources, right? So I have a little bit of moss. Actually, I should have a pretty good amount of moss if I look at this chest. Yeah, a bunch of moss already built up. Got some bone meal in here. We got our little water piping system. All that is good. Turn my headphones down just a wee bit. Okay. And I got the right size platform for what I want to do. Yeah, we're gonna have to tear down a lot of stuff. I'm gonna be honest. Like, honestly, it will probably be easiest if I just picked up all the lava. Let's go get 7 buckets, because that's the last thing I want. Oh, I need more than 7 buckets, actually. And you know what? I also want to go to my channel dashboard and look at this and delete this 2-minute live stream where I had the technical difficulties. All right, there we go. Okay, I'm not going to worry too much about what we do or don't have in here. I need empty buckets though. And I have silk touch on my pick. That's good. We're going to need that. So yeah, I mean, we're not going to have to break everything, but like a lot of stuff we're going to have to break. And I need another bucket on top of this. But don't worry guys, I went ahead and went in creative mode and rebuilt this whole thing again and again. I built so many of these farms at this point, you would not believe it. We'll just make a bunch of buckets because I'm gonna need them. I need to pick up the water streams too. Boom, okay. So annoying. Love you, bro. Appreciate it, Brayden. Very nice of you to say. I hope you're having a good day, man. Welcome to the chat. And then for this one, I'll just get rid of it that way. All right, that should be pretty chill. What up, Isabella Tan 54? How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Okay, we can honestly keep this border up because that's going to be all about the same. And what's the atomic number of carbon and nitrogen? 14 and 12. I'm a nerd, bro. I'm pretty sure that's right. I haven't actually looked at a periodic table in a long time, though. All right, we'll put the lava away for a while. We're going to need more lava than that, but I have a nice lava farm where we can get as much lava as we want. And we need to decide, all right, let me show you guys the creative world, right? So this is the farm we're going to design this time. The problem before is that in the survival world, let's see, I had it running kind of like this, except without that extra one on the side. Whoops. And the problem is for every, I said atomic mass. No, atomic number is the same as the mass, right? It's the number of protons. Oh, don't be rage baiting me out here, bro. I know my shit. I'm just playing. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure they're the exact same. Anyway, so the problem was that for every moss that we were bone mealing, we were only breaking about 7 moss on the ground because I only had 4 and 3 generators. I guess I should be showing this in survival mode. So now we're going to surround the entire farm on all 4 sides with stone generators. And I finally found out how to make them bigger without losing them, essentially. Proton and atomic number is... Oh, so I said double the number then. The mass is the double of the atomic number. Okay, so carbon is 6 and nitrogen is... Oh, that's what you were trying to give me to... I see. No, you right, but I ain't saying no 6, 7 out here. And then I just said it anyway. Let's go ahead and remove a bunch of this redstone. I think it'll be honestly easier for me if, rather than trying to like make old circuits work, if I just break almost all of it. We could keep the dispensers for now. No, I want to place the dispensers later too. We're just gonna break most of it. And we're gonna have a lot of items that fall on the ground, but that's all right. I know how to build this. It shouldn't take me... I feel like I've built this farm so many times now that it should be like second nature for me at this point. Some things like I know I can keep. You still studying? Yes, I'm currently trying to get my bachelor's in physics. That's the current goal. That's what I'm studying right now. Not a whole lot of chemistry going on in physics. Oh. Okay. So we got most of that stuff broken. Oh my goodness. I can't go up these things. Can't go up these things. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead. This can stay the same, honestly. I need a whole lot more pistons. It's going to be the next thing I need to get. And then we got to bring this out. And then this one, okay, that's right. I want the furnaces there. And then I don't want any more target blocks behind all these guys. When did I start learning circuits? I was actually an electrician before I came to study physics. But if you mean redstone circuits, I've just been playing Minecraft since I was a little kid, so it's just something I've always messed around with. Like, I mean, redstone was one of the things I loved most about the game since I was a young lad. Excuse me. All right. Oops, I did not mean to break that. Why can I not stay full? This is gonna be so sick once we get this working. Let's get rid of these target blocks. No, axes don't break them faster, unfortunately. All right, that's the next thing I'm gonna do though. I'm gonna go get, oh, I don't need those blocks there for sure. You learned about circuits in 10th grade? Oh, nice. You took like a class on them? That's very cool. Like logic circuits or like electrical circuits? I guess would be my question. Like digital or electrical, I guess. Because those are two different things. Slightly different things. Okay. Alright, all this is broken down. We might end up using the same... Honestly, I could take this down too. Bro. Because I'm going to want a bit, like, probably place it somewhere else more conveniently, and it's not something I have to build yet. The first thing I want to get in place is all the stone generators. 10th grade, huh? All right. And we can pick up some of our scaffolding. I'll leave that scaffolding there. I'll pick up this scaffolding too. And let's get some scaffolding from the base. And then we got to go craft. We got to do some craft. Electrical, you're not American. Your school system's very different. We all have to read every topic of the entire physics book. Interesting. That's really interesting because for me, I wouldn't consider electrical. Well, I guess electrical circuits do get taught in physics. Electricity and magnetism. Very interesting. Yeah, physics I don't think is a required class for American high school. I did take a like pre-AP physics in high school and I hated it at the time. I don't know how I ended up majoring in it for undergrad, but that's really cool that you guys all go a little more in depth. Whatever country you're from. Okay, boom, boom, boom. I need cobblestone. I have a little bit of wood already. I might need a little bit more because we're trying to make some... We're trying to make some stuff here. I need to make more pistons. I'm just going to pull up the recipe book real quick. 16. Let's see, I already have 7, and I need 6 for every side. Plus, you always need a few extra. So, if there's 6 times 4 would be 24. Holy smokes. I'm going to need even more than this. So, I probably just need more cobblestone. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Whoops. Oh my goodness. I always mess up this recipe. It's like this, I guess. Cool. There's 21. Yeah, that should be enough. All right, now we can... Oh, you know what else? I need a bunch of lava buckets, but I don't have the inventory space to hold lava buckets right now. Unfortunately. Let's go ahead and clear out. Okay, I am going to need a good amount of stone bricks to build with, but maybe a stack will be enough. I don't need the hoppers, comparators. I don't need all the stuff that I used on the... Whatchamacallit. What the heck? My live stream's not active? Yeah, I do. What is my chat? My little chat box is tripping, guys. I'll just have to pull up the chats this way. The old-fashioned way. You have crazy academic pressure. What up, Creeper? Welcome to the stream. There we go. Welcome to the stream. What up, Gabrielli? Welcome back. My Caster Labs is tripping out, but that's all right. Isabella said, my friend went to America and her academics made me cry, dude. How easy it looks. Damn, bro. You roasted our education system? I don't know, man. I don't know. I can't imagine that other schools are getting a whole lot more advanced than Algebra 2 in their high school. But hey, what do I know? Am I British? No, I'm American. All day. Or are you talking to Isabella? Okay, what am I doing now? Oh yeah, I gotta place all the... Okay, we'll go up a few extra blocks here. We're placing all the... Oh my goodness, bro. Oh, you know what else we need? We need a lot of furnaces. You're British? Nice, Gabrielli. Very cool. What up, Camille? Of course I remember, bro. Of course I remember. Where's my Caster Labs? Okay, it looks like it's working now. But I honestly don't need it. I could just do this. Of course I remember you. You're here in like all the streams. Okay, we're gonna need a lot of furnaces, so I'll just turn all of these into furnaces. 13, we're probably still gonna need more than that. I have more cobblestone back in the storage room. I'll get more in a bit. For those of you just tuning into the stream, the plan today is to rebuild this moss farm. I just took out a whole lot of the redstone because it wasn't working as efficiently as I wanted. You're a good redstoner? That's awesome, bro. I love doing redstone. I think it's one of the best parts of the game for sure. Okay, so how this is gonna work. We're gonna start with one side. Okay, I think they're all gonna have to hug the right side. Yeah. So we want 6 pistons on every side instead of 3. I only had 3 before, now we're doing 6. So this very last one, that we should have a furnace there instead. And just so you guys know, the furnaces are immovable. So I have a furnace behind all these pistons so that the pistons on the other side don't actually start moving these pistons backwards. And same right here, we don't want any stone going out past this border. So I have a furnace to you. Camille says, haven't been here lately because I was doing homework. That's all good, bro. I understand. I haven't been streaming as much lately either. I guess I have been streaming a little bit more the past like 2-3 days. Camille says, no. Gabriele says, I built like a plane. It took me 30 minutes. What do you mean a plane? Like an airplane? Coffee is tasting delicious, guys. All right, so now we do the same thing on this side. So I need 2 more. And then we go like so. And then we need a furnace here and a furnace behind these 2. And so this is where the water's gonna go. And do I have any stone on me? I don't. Let's grab some stone. That's how the British say it? Oh, you guys spell it differently than us. That's interesting. I like meeting people from different countries, man. I think it's always a good time seeing how other people live their lives. That was one of my favorite parts of joining the military, too. Because in America, the country is really big, so people on other sides of the country live completely differently. Like, I don't know how much you know about American geography, but like someone who lives on the East Coast is pretty much in a whole different world than someone who lives on the West Coast. So it's very similar. Is this your treehouse map? No, this is my single player world. The treehouse map was not single player. That was on a server I haven't played on in a long time, to be honest. I might build a treehouse in this world too, though. Why do I have 1 lava bucket on me? All right, so that side is set. We'll do the same over here. Oh, I don't really need stuff right there. Okay, why don't I have any glass? Multiplayer? No, this is single player. Single player. I need some glass. We'll just take a stack. That should be enough. I definitely don't need any leaf litter. I don't need a lever in my inventory either. I don't know why I have all these random things in my inventory. And I'll go ahead and refill the water buckets. We will need that. Cool. Nice country from Honduras, huh? Oh, man. Dude, I don't even know where Honduras is. I'll be honest. No offense or anything. I just don't know where that is. Okay, well, we're going to pick this stuff up, too. Just so I have a nice, clean, blank slate to work with here. Because things are not going to work the same in this new farm. Not at all. And yeah, we could remove this too. We're not going to do the water system this way. This will get fixed up at a later point. Yeah, it's actually not going to work like this at all. I might actually remove this whole segment right here. We'll keep this part though because we do want to still sort some items at the end. This is so exciting, man. Like, I've been working on this moss farm for, you guys have like 3 days, guys. Gabriele says, hey, could you make an auto smelter and use that lever? That specific lever, huh? I do want to make an auto smelter at some point. I don't need this hoe in my inventory either. We need to be smart about our inventory space. I might even keep the bundle out. No, I'm gonna keep the bow and arrow. I do always need that. Okay, what did I come here originally for? For some glass. Let's get back up here. Let's make another scaffolding like over here in this corner. I'll do it like right here. Cool. It's easy. Well, I'm in the middle of another project right now, so I'm not really concerned with making an auto smelter while I'm currently working on a moss farm. You know, I want to do the moss farm first. Okay, next we got to add, okay, I was doing this here. Bam, we'll put the water here, and then we loop all this in, and then this is where the lava is going to go up top. And now we do the same things over here. So, where to begin? Okay, I got to get rid of this glass first. Oh no, not that glass. Not that glass. Oh, this one has to be... Okay, so I'm keeping them all to the right. So the furnaces are on the left. So that block actually has to be a furnace. Where's my furnaces? We'll place a furnace right there. And it's about time to sleep. Cool. Oh my goodness, there's a stone stuck in my water stream. Can we get it? Really don't want to say mate because when I say it, other guys get confused. No, I know what you're talking about. I say mate all the time, even though I'm not British. Oh, this isn't the one that needs to be a furnace. The furnace has to be to the left of that. Oh boy, let's get a little bit of scaffolding right here. The ground's just a little too low for me. Okay, and then that one could be just whatever block, like glass or something. Oh, I'm so glad water doesn't take out scaffolding, bro. That would suck. Okay, let's sleep. Camille says, can you say cop with your mouth open, ramen guy? No, I'm good, bro. I can imagine what that sounds like. Camille says, I'm making a village that I have for a while. That's awesome, dude. I like doing big projects in Minecraft. Okay, did I take out all the glass that was down here? That's why I came down here. And then I kind of actually want to fill in these little gaps with stone bricks. That way I never get lava or water flowing down. Okay, and this is where the pistons need to go, right here on top of these stone bricks. All right, cool. That's all figured out. Let's go ahead and get back up there. Let's grab some water. Trust the process, bro? No, I'm good, dude. I do trust the process, but nah. I ain't gonna be out here saying cock on stream like that, bro. Not unless I want to say cock. Okay. How far? I think they need to be 2 blocks away. So there. Okay, so I need even another row, I think. And then where's my pistons? Okay. Perfect. I feel like these are too pushed back, but they're not, right? So under the glass counts as 1, then you have another row of stone, and then the piston. And here I have 1 under the glass, another row of stone, and then the piston. Okay. And then this is where the water goes. And same over here. I got my furnace in there. Oh, that one's for this row. Okay. Everything's looking good. Things are looking good. We'll go ahead and put some stone in right here. And right here, you just said it, bro? Yeah, because I just wanted to say it, you know? It's different. It's different if I want to say it, you know? I did just say it. Okay, let's see. Now I need to put in... I need more places to stand, bro. Now I need to put in the furnaces back here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that row is good to go. Now we just need to do the last side, which is over on this side. And I need probably 5 more furnaces. So let's go get that and go get some more lava. Gabriele said, what up, Julie Anna Helen 420? I like that name. Gabriele said, hey, I had a map that I've created when I was 5. Now I'm 12. I'm building redone machines, some cities. Everything's like a world map. That sounds crazy, dude. Camille says, didn't know you reached 756 subs. Congratulations. Hey, I appreciate it. It's been a journey. Wow, we're getting low on cobblestone, guys. If I run out of materials building this thing, I'm going to lose it. 7 furnaces should be enough. I'm going to start being a little more scarce with my resources. We are going to bring another 2 stacks of cobblestone over there, though, so I can use them to craft with. And another stack of iron. Why not? I have plenty of iron. Maybe even another stack or 2 of redstone. What do you got? What do you got for sale, bud? Fortune, glowstone, and nothing I'm really interested in, to be honest. Mangrove logs is cool, but we live like right next to a mangrove swamp. What up, Leo Levikis? I'm sorry for butchering your name, bro. Welcome to the stream, though. Welcome to the stream. You did. Damn nice, he says. I'm back? Hell yeah, welcome back. Oh, I came over here to get some more lava too, huh? Whoops. Okay, why do I have a single torch in my inventory? That seems strange. Alright. We're probably going to need all this lava, so I'm just going to grab as much of it as I can. Is there anything else in my inventory I don't need? Yeah, I don't need no sticks. We do need the dispensers. Yeah. We'll bring all this over. Welcome back. I'm just gonna call you Leo. Leo. If you don't mind. That seems a lot easier for me to say. But thank you for being so understanding, man. Alright. Yeah, we got a bunch of lava. Because we need 6 lava per side. So that's like 20-something lava. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. It's like 24 lava. And I have 17 here. So we just need like 7 more. But I'm not going to worry about that quite yet. We'll go ahead and put... This is really my chest for like building materials. Got extra composters. That's good. Or crafting materials, I mean. Oh, I have another lava. Cool. And I need my 2 water buckets. Alright, let's get back into it. This thing is gonna be so sick. I'm excited. I'm excited. I hope you guys are excited too, chat. Alright. I'm keeping them all to the right. To the left, to the left. Everything you own in the box to the left. Alright, let's get some place to stand. First and foremost. Just build out a little platform. Oh, wait. Okay, I actually do need the top row of glass in there, but not this bottom row. Okay, so this one is going to be, bam, like that. And then we'll do all the glass over the top. Except for right there. And I put all of these stone bricks right where I'm supposed to be building. These stone bricks need to be down 1. Look at all this. Just messing up my sorting system, aren't they? Nope, none of the glass actually fell in there. Surprisingly enough. Gabriele said, I'm learning German. Yeah, it's your name, Leo Levi. Hopefully you don't mind if I call you Leo. Gabriele said, I'm learning German now. I know USA English. Nice, dude. You're on it. We'll go ahead and add some of that good stuff. Okay, so bam, then all the pistons come in. Like so. Nope, not facing up. Don't make me crash out on y'all. Okay, cool. Not on you guys, chat. I mean on the pistons. They need to cooperate. All right, the last row is in. You guys got to trust the process. This thing is going to be so sick when it's running. Okay, let's go down and pick up that piston I dropped. No, your name is Leo? Oh, okay, sweet. I'll call you Leo then. Gotcha. That's chill. All right, so this should all be running now. This is all in place. Next thing, I think we'll go ahead and get the lava in next. Before I start doing any redstone. Yeah, let's go ahead and start getting the lava all up in here. You know Spanish? I was born in a Hispanic household. That's cool, Camille. I know a little bit of Spanish myself. I like Spanish. Alright, this is the part where I need my whole hotbar to be lava buckets, essentially. And we need some glass. Alright, another thing is, I think I'm going to get rid of these first few trees in the tree farm because I don't want like a really big one to grow and then be way too close to the lava here. And then it sets my whole tree farm on fire all the time. That would not be cool. Okay. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. Now we need to go get more lava. Let's go ahead and close this up before I accidentally fall in it. You know what? I might as well place down all the lava buckets that I have. We probably don't need a source block on every single one. Like, I'm sure flowing lava would work as well, but hey, I'm already... Hola, amigo. Hell yeah, Gabriele. I respect it. Impossible, I can say bottle of water. Yeah, that is crazy for a British person to be able to say bottle of water. It always sounds so funny. Oh, man. Oh, we're not going to have enough lava right now. I got to let this farm cook, bro. I'll grab another stack of glass. Why not? What's your question, Gabriele? Dang it, we're not going to have enough lava right now to finish all of this. But, I mean, it should, by the time, I could start working on other things, and by the time, like, yeah, like, it shouldn't take too long to get us more lava in the cauldrons. I just emptied it, so that's why they're still empty. Alright, that'll at least finish off this row. And we have one extra bucket to put in this row. But I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait until we have all the lava. So we just need 5 more buckets of lava from our farm. But we could keep working on the other components. There's a lot that's going to go into this build. So we'll just keep chugging. Keep moving forward for now. Oh, I have 3 buckets. So we don't need 5. We only need 3. 3 more. Tres más. Saw one of your old stream. I thought if you knew God of War, we might be buddies. Oh, I haven't really played God of War, man. I'm sorry. I hope we could be buddies anyway. But no, I don't know God of War. Oh, the coffee is hitting, you guys. Coffee is hitting this morning. You know what? I'm really curious why the chat isn't showing up on screen. You guys want the chat to show up on screen, or do you not care? I'm gonna make it show up. Alright, that should be showing up on screen now. Somebody type something in chat and test it for me. There we go. Now it's popping up. Camille said, I think I have Bedrock Edition because I'm playing Minecraft on a Nintendo console. Yeah, that is Bedrock Edition. Gabrielli said, oh, we might be buddies if we wouldn't have an argument. Huh? I don't think I've ever gotten in an argument with you. But whatever. Alright. What am I going to do next? So we got the stone generators in place. Next, we can work on... What do we want to work on next? Oh boy. Alright, we need to set up quite a few things, to be honest. How many hoppers do I have? I have a lot of hoppers. Let's set up the dispensing stuff. And let's set up where all the items are gonna go. Let's just send them to the back corner. So I'll do it like this. One right here. Whoops, not the right direction. Oh no, I just burnt a dispenser, bro. We gotta go make another one now. Lovely. Just saying. Oh. Testing. Oh, I see what you guys, yeah. You guys can see the chat on screen now, right? Do I have any string over here? I don't. I gotta go make another dispenser because I just burnt one. We also need a dropper. How do I make a dropper? I guess I don't need that right now, but we are gonna need that at some point. Couple rails. Yeah, we might as well get all the stuff we need for that. For the item collection. So now the items are not gonna go down a water stream. We're gonna collect them under the floor. Oh, I already have a dropper. Good. And I have 2 observers. I want those. Why do I have torches over here I'm not using? Now let's make a dispenser. Which you need a bow and some cobblestone for. And of course all my cobblestone is not here. I used all my cobblestone, guys. Wait. Do you need a redstone too? Why can't I not make a dispenser? Oh yeah, it's still up and down. Okay. Whatever. Gabriel said, hey, I might have cancer. I was at the doctor the other day and he said you might have it. I'm really sorry to hear that, man. I hope you beat it and become cancer free very quickly. But that is sad. Okay. Dispenser, dropper. Don't need the dropper and stuff quite yet. This is going to be a hopper minecart. And I might go ahead and grab the hoppers because I'm going to need them. Comparators and stuff. We might... I don't know if I'm ready to use comparators yet. Okay, what was I doing? Oh, I was doing this line. Okay. So we have to make a decision. Gabriel says, I don't think I will. I'm in stage 2 and you're a kid. Man, that's really sad, dude. I'll be praying for you. Don't give up, man. There's always a way. Always a way. Okay, I think I actually want the dispenser to come in from this side. And then we'll do hoppers like so. All the way out. And then maybe to about here should be good. Doesn't even have to be hoppers all the way out to this point, but whatever. We'll leave it like that. This is going to be, yeah, no problem. Said thanks, boys. Yeah, you got it, bro. You're gonna be all right. All right, so that'll be for the hopper line, and then we need a piston above. Like so. Cool, cool. And then just a little bit of redstone, so I'll do like this. Then boom. And then this will be set to 3 ticks. And then we can get some redstone coming up all the way down here. Cool. So there's one thing. Did I put the last dispenser in? No, I didn't. Okay. Which side do I want to collect the items on? Probably... I don't think it matters too much. We'll do it this corner. This corner sounds good. This will be our last... Oh my goodness. Our last dispenser. And then we need to put a water bucket in each of those. So let's go get 3 water buckets. And then let's go check the lava farm. Hopefully we have 3 pieces of lava. I guess I should put these water buckets away first so my inventory is not full. Bam, bam, and bam. And I've had a boat in my inventory this whole time. For no reason. Okay. And then we can also start connecting up this little outer line. This is where we're going to power all the stone generators, is with this little outer loop here. And yeah, I'm out of stone bricks though, so I need to go back down anyway. Cool. I'm going to put this boat in here. Yeah, I already placed one down just in the water anyway. We'll just use this to get back over to the storage room. Hopefully we have 3 more lava ready to go at the lava farm. Please, please. I've never like needed I haven't needed so much lava at one time. Like this lava farm has never been empty ever since I made it, which is crazy to me. I'll put the extra one here. Okay, that's 6 lava. That should be exactly enough. Let's go put those back. Oh, some ink sacks. Nice. And then another thing I didn't grab, I need like a couple rails. And a couple powered rails. That should be plenty. We'll bring those over too. You're like the what, Gabriele? Like the what? Okay. And then, yeah, let's put the rails and stuff away for now. That's going to be for item collection in a bit. All right. And I got more stone bricks in my inventory. Got plenty of glass. Okay, things are going real good. Let's go ahead and fill up this last row full of lava. And then cover that one up too. Beautiful. All right. Said the unluckiest, you fell in a coma after the car crash and you broke your leg. Holy smokes, bro. Yeah, you don't have the best luck all the time, do you? Orion says, what you making? I'm making a moss bone meal farm. That's what I'm making. For the 3rd time. I've built this thing so many times. And I couldn't get the efficiency right. But I finally have planned it all in creative and tested the efficiency. And I know this thing's going to work. Okay, everything's in place now. Now we just start connecting everything to redstone. Boom. So all these will connect to the dispensers. I'm going to check them one more time to make sure they have water in them. So all the items should flow over to this right corner. And then we need another line of redstone going around the bottom here. And then we'll do like 2 repeaters. What's interesting is there's a difference between... Thanks, Orion. There's a difference between having 1 repeater with a 2 tick versus having 2 1 tick repeaters by each other. And both of them have the same amount of delay before it turns on, but the 2 tick will stay on a little bit longer, whereas the 2 1 tick repeaters will stay on shorter. And we need that shortness, that short pulse for the stone generators to work. And then we just do this all the way around so that none of the blocks will get broken at the same time. They all get broken. Like all the stone generators will activate one after the other with a 2 tick delay between each of them. cool. Let's go ahead and sleep. Things are going really good here. Now we just need to add the hopper clock and the item collection system, and everything will be good. I think I'll work, before I finish hooking up all the redstone, I think I'm going to start making the hopper collection, or the item collection system. So let's go ahead and set up a nice little scaffolding. Problem is, before I actually covered the entire floor with stone bricks, and now I need to uncover the entire floor of stone bricks. Okay, we need to be smart here. I need to know exactly which one is part of the farm and which one's not. Do I have stone in my inventory? I do. Okay. So if I break this and we go up here, can I go up? Is this the corner? Okay, this is the corner. We need to mark that. We're going to mark that by making our scaffolding tower right on the corner. And then I'll put stone here. And then we need all this. It doesn't all have to be exposed. We're really just these corner two pieces need to be exposed. Cool. Okay, so now I need to go like this. And we're going to get 2 chests. This is going to be so sick. You gotta go. Sounds good, Gabriele. I hope you have a good rest of your day, man. Sorry you're dealing with all that hardship, dude. I hope things get better for you. Definitely not forever, bro. I'm sure I'll see you again sometime. Okay, let's see. So I got my hoppers. What else do I need? Okay, I need like 4 rails and 2 powered rails, and I need 2 levers. Which, of course, I don't have any sticks in my inventory. I've built this so many times, I know, like, exactly what I need. Okay, and then, oh, the chests. Please tell me I still have 8 chests in here. No, they're back in the storage room. That's fine. I can go get some more chests. Let's check our bamboo farm, too. This thing is so slow. Like, this is one of my top priorities, is making our bamboo farm bigger. Oh, I say that, and it has plenty of bamboo in it. But still, it's, like, very slow. I definitely use wood faster than the bamboo makes it. Okay, there we go. We got a few more chests. Which we need. And I think I left some chests over here. I'm going to grab them just in case. Okay, yeah, we don't need 20. Don't need 20, but 12 sounds like a good number. And I need a bunch of hoppers, but I have 40 of them. Oh, we need some soul sand because I need to make a bubble elevator. Let's see. Please tell me I still have some. Okay, I do. I just need 1 piece. Good. Good. Everything's going well. Maybe some kelp? I'm like remembering everything I need as we go here. But that's fine. The more I could remember when I come over here, the less I have to run back for. So that's good. Where's my coffee at? Oh man, the coffee is so good, bro. Coffee is so good. All right, I got all this stuff. I'm not even going to place the minecart on it yet because it's going to be really annoying once it is running. And then, yeah, we need some space here. So this essentially needs to go like that. Oh, come on. I guess I can do this to place my chests on. And then we need the same. Scaffolding is so annoying to crouch on. I need to like build some blocks off of it so that I can crouch. Okay. So that was just a temporary block. Now we do like so. Whoops. And then we need another temporary block. And then we put another chest off of that. Oh, come on. Oh, come on, please. Face the right way for me. There we go. And now we get these hoppers going straight into that chest. Okay, everything's going swell. Now you do this. Why did I make this platform low when I could just make it like this? Boom, boom, and then we just put a lever on both of those. All right, there's our item collection. Camille says I'm doing homework while watching the live stream. Nice, bro. I'm glad I'm putting on something that is good for the background for you, you know? Okay, so now half of the items will be in each of these chests. Probably a little bit more will be in this one. So these are the ones we're going to compost and send back up to that water stream. But I don't know if I want to set that up all before. I kind of want to get the farm working and we can just have them going into those two chests for a little bit before I even bother like setting up the item piping and all that. Okay. Cool. Now we need a couple other things. All right, so now all the stone generators are hooked up. Technically all the dispensers are hooked up as well. So now I just need, the next thing is probably going to be to make the clock. Let's go ahead and make the clock off in this direction. And I don't want it too far away. So 1, 2, okay. Yeah, like this will be fine. And then I don't have all my sticky pistons on me. Or my comparators or anything. Oh wait, that's right. You actually want the hoppers on the closer side for this kind of farm we're gonna do. I'm just building the parts of it that we can build right now. Then you do comparator. Yeah. These will be blocks. And then that's where our redstone torch signal was gonna come off from, essentially. All right, let's go grab our comparators and our sticky pistons to finish that. And our redstone block. And I could put away, I guess I don't need to put anything away right now. Cool. Get my comparators down. I feel like I'm moving so slow, but that's all right. Have I ever done a hardcore world? I have, actually. I have not yet beaten the Ender Dragon in hardcore, though. Okay, and then this is going to be a 7-item thing, but I don't want to put it on right now because... just because. Okay. All right, this is good. And then we just have to keep in mind that this is going to be a bubble elevator. So we don't want to... we don't want, like... to put any redstone here, because this is where items are going to be piping up. The bone meal that's going to essentially restock the farm is going to pipe up right here. Welcome to the stream, Sullivan Willing. All right, and I'll work on that later. Those items are going to come from like right over there. Okay, very cool. Now what's next? So, I might have made this like a little bit too close. And it's kind of hard to focus with the music. I gotta turn it down a little bit. All right, so the first thing I want to go off... okay. Oh man, so many things to do here. I kind of just need to do one thing at a time. So it's easy enough to get these. If I just place a redstone here, then the stone generators will start working, and that's great. But we also want this to work. And for efficiency's sake, I decided to even do a What other farms have I built? I got an iron farm over there, a villager farm. That one's not automatic, but we have a villager trading hall over there. There's an automatic pumpkin and melon farm stacked on top of each other. And then I also have an automatic bamboo farm underground that outputs its items in a stack right there. And way over there, I have an automatic chicken farm. Besides that, all my farms are pretty much manual right now, like a honey farm and the sugarcane farms and things like that. And it's nighttime. So yeah, I got a good little handful. The infrastructure is coming together in this world. Why won't it let me sleep? How is it not nighttime, dude? Nice? Yeah, thanks, man. Oh shoot, is my food here? Oh my goodness, my food's been sitting on the porch for 30 minutes. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. That is so silly. Hopefully no bugs like climbed in there. Okay, anyways. So, in order to make... Next thing I want to make is going to be the pulse counter. I don't really need the soul sand and kelp just yet. I'm going to make a pulse counter so that we only use a bone meal on every other thing. So I need 2 more comparators. How do I make a comparator again? It's smooth stone and torches, right? How many can I make? Can I just make a bunch? Probably going to need more than that. We'll make 1 more for good measure. And then can I make a lot more torches? Yeah, like 13 more torches. Why not? Cool. So I need that, a couple torches, and I need a dropper or a dispenser. I have 1 dropper. How do I make a dropper again? Man, I forget these recipes. Okay. I kind of want another one on top of that. All right. Good. I don't need my 2 observers right now either. All right, so we'll make a little circuit. See, the way I did this in creative mode, I like to have the moss be the first thing that activates, but the timing isn't actually... I found that the timing for the moss isn't actually that crucial. Like, it doesn't have to be very exact. Man, if I built the clock just like a little bit in a different position, it would be way like more convenient, I feel like. But whatever. So, ooh, I could do it like this. Because this will take a signal right here. But I still need it to be... I still need it to be the same, but that's going to add delay to the signal even more than we already have, so I don't know. We'll do it like this. Yeah, there we go. Okay, we basically need to connect them like this, but not exactly. We also need to add in like a little bit of a... I'm going to add what's called a pulse divider. So let's get a dropper here facing this way, and then a hopper going straight back into it. Man, I hope doing this right on top of the rest of this redstone doesn't mess things up. Okay, then we need 2 comparators coming out of each of these, and then you do it like so. This is totally gonna mess up everything, isn't it? And then, yeah, this is... I don't think I'm going to be happy with this. Whatever. Let's just stick with it for a second. And then like this. Right? So then if I put, let's say, 3 blocks in here, and then I give this thing 3 pulses, and I put the first item in, the second item in, and the third item in. Oh. Did I build this wrong? I built this wrong. Let me see how I built it in creative. Still here? Hell yeah, Camille. Okay, where is it? It's gonna be way down here, huh? Oh, there should be a target block here. Okay, interesting. I have target blocks. Not in my inventory, but I have them in these chests over here. This is gonna increase our efficiency by a lot. It's gonna slow the farm down a little bit, but I'm much more concerned with efficiency over speed. The whole point of having this automatic farm for me is so that while I'm just playing the game in the background, we'll just be getting moss and bone meal. Okay, so now when I give it a third pulse, you'll see this one will change for a second. It'll change signal. And that's what we want. So if I do like this, maybe just going straight through the target block, will that work? No. Okay, but can I take a repeater signal through a target block? Ooh, that one's gonna stay on then. Man, how did I do this in the other world? I think I just had a redstone torch coming off of this thing. This is so annoying, bro. So annoying. Like how I did it in creative is I just took like a redstone torch off the side here because I wanted it to normally be off and then send a pulse. But the problem is in the survival world, if I try to take a redstone pulse down here, then that's going to affect this circuit because I made them so close. I could do it like this though. Alright, now let's test this. Alright, that works. And then, yeah, we want just 2 items in there, so it'll do every other pulse. And then there's going to be some huge delay because of all this. There's not really... But that's fine. That's fine. I'm not too worried about the delay right now. I think it'll still work fine even with a little bit of delay. Now let's see... If I put an item in here... Nope. That is not what I wanted. I want to put 7 items in there in a little bit. We'll just do it now. Screw it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this thing should be pulsing. And then on every other pulse, we'll see this operate. There's 1 and it didn't go. And then it'll get another pulse right now. And it does go. All right, that's good. Now we just need, and then we could set up the stone generators by just adding 1 dust right here. I might even make it, I don't know. We'll see if I want to add more delay to the stone generators. Well, a lot of this we're going to have to test once it's all connected. So the last thing I need to do now is just set up the water. And the way I liked doing the water before is I took it after... I did it after the very last thing. So it'd be like from here. And then we would just go like this. And then you just need to take another line off of that. Like so. Nope. Then these are going to be repeaters. Set to 4 ticks. Yeah, it doesn't have to be 4 ticks exactly. And then I just need to test to see if that will actually reach. So I guess now all we have to do, I don't have any bone meal in here, so hopefully this doesn't break anything, but we could test things. Okay. All right, that's working. That's working. That's working. I love it. Okay, I'm going to remove the torch for now. That's how I turn the farm off, is just by removing that torch. Okay, it looks like everything's working. So now all we have to do is just put some bone meal in here and let it run. And we also have to put the hopper minecart down. All right, guys, I think it's actually ready to go for the most part. What up, Wheel Dog? Welcome to the stream. Good timing, man. All right, let's get our hopper minecart, put it down in here. I need a good way of getting up there, to be honest. Like right here, I think. I think I need to go 1 block higher. Alright, cool. Now let's get a little bit of bone meal and let this thing run for a little bit. So I'll just take a stack right here, throw it in the dispenser, and I think we're almost fully functional. Like, this should be functional, and then there's only, we just have to decide, like, then we just have to work out what's going to happen to all the items. So this is essentially like a test run. Okay. Not working. Not working too well. Okay, there we go. Now we're getting the bone meal. I'm not seeing any cobblestone, which is good. And then we should have the stone generator cycle twice for every 1 time we bone meal. And then the water pushes all the items into that corner where we have the... Oh, I forgot to put a glass block right here. There we go. There we go. And then the water is going to push all the items. It breaks all the leaves and stuff like that on top of the moss, and it pushes the items into that back right corner where we have the hopper minecart below collecting everything. All right, so it's working. Beautiful. And then you'll see half of our items are coming into this chest, and half of them are coming into this chest. And it honestly looks like a pretty dead even split, which is really good. All right, good. Hell yeah, Camille. We did it. Now, all right, we're going to sleep through the night, and then I'm going to turn the farm off, and we're going to set up the auto refill with the bone meal. And it's going to be epic. So basically, half of the stuff, we have 2 chests, each with half of the profits, right? So let's turn the farm off, now that I know that it's all working. Man, that took a long time, but it was so worth it in the end. All right, there we go. Could turn the farm off by just removing that little torch. So now all I have to do, and then I could just go ahead and throw these items where they were supposed to go. What was I saying? Oh, I was talking about refilling. So half of them are just going to immediately get turned into bone meal. We're going to compost them, and then we're going to shoot them up a water stream right here. And yeah, that's what's going to happen to half of the items. And then the bone meal will go through those hoppers back into the dispenser and keep feeding back into the farm. And then the other half we can take and essentially pipe them into our item filtering system so that we get moss blocks and then extra bone meal over here. And I'm thinking about adding a second item filter for moss carpet, because I like to have moss carpet to decorate with. And if I don't collect it directly, then I'll have to like take moss and bone meal to harvest it manually, which I don't know, we'll see. Right now I don't have it hooked up. I'm not going to worry about it too much because I do think it'll be easy to get manually, and it'll also slow our rates down on how much bone meal we produce to use for ourselves a lot if I don't do it. But yeah, let's go ahead and start setting up the next stage, which is just going to be handling all the items. Okay, so what do I need exactly? I need my 2 observers. I need a dropper or 2. Yep. Got both of those. And then I need 2 composters, which I have right here. I have hoppers in my inventory already. Good. I'm going to need probably some more building blocks. I don't need 1 plank and 9 cobblestone in my inventory. I don't need 2 nether quartz. Think we're good on comparators and stuff. I'll even put the comparators away for right now because I don't think I need them for this part. Also, I do need buckets and ice, and if I have any signs, yes, perfect. And I also will need the soul sand and kelp, and I just need glass and building blocks. Okay, that should be everything we need. All right, I'll go ahead and take this one. Will be the ones we pipe because these items are already so close to the item stream. These ones will be the ones we collect to use for ourselves, and then these ones are going to be the ones we compost all of it and send it back into the system. So maybe a little bit of scaffolding might help here, but really I just need to, I don't know what I need to do. I need hoppers there. Cool. And then composters here. And then you can see those are already working fabulously. And then now I take both of those and put them into a dropper. Perfect. And then now we set up the water stream. So, and it needs to go to exactly right here. And then this will be packed ice so that we can go into our soul sand right here. And then I'll just make the whole tube glass, because why not? I don't know why I use stone bricks right there. Cool. That should work perfect. And then we'll do like so. I learned a lot of lessons on this dropper. It will definitely drop items right out the very side of it if you don't sort of force the items to go exactly where you want them to go. So I'm even going to put a top on this thing. Not completely, because I still need to work on it for now. And then we need the water to come from somewhere, so it'll come from here. And I need my water streams. Oh, I should probably place the whole tunnel before I place the water, huh? Alright, now I could put this here, and that should work just fine. And it reaches all the way? No, it doesn't. What the heck? How are you not reaching all the way? What kind of BS is that? This should definitely be less than 7 blocks. Oh, it is reaching all the way. Okay. And it looks like I don't even need a sign here because it reaches exactly up to the packed glass. Packed ice. Whatever. Alright, and then we just need... Before I set up the observers so that this is automatically spitting items out, I just need to put the water column in. The bubble elevator, if you will. So that is pretty simple. I should be able to just put one bucket here and then kelp all the way up. And then we'll test this to see if it does actually pipe the extra bone meal out. I think they made it so that you could kelp directly on soul sand now. Oh, we do need a sign right here. Darn it, I forgot about the water going the other way. But that's fine, as long as I'm careful. Cool. Alright, that should be working. Oh, I do want to put a roof on it though, so the items don't go shooting super high up in the sky. Perfect. So now if I just give this thing a constant signal, like so. Whoops. This is going to be really loud and annoying, but that's just the way it is. Now it's going to shoot out the bone meal, and the bone meal should go straight up and into our dispenser. Beautiful. There's probably better ways to do it. Like I could make it so that it only sends a signal whenever it gets a bone meal, but this is fine too. And then I'm actually going to use that exact same signal to shoot out items for this one. We should be able to just pull the signal right off of it. Because now this one essentially needs to do the exact same thing. We need to shoot items into there. And it's probably gonna be faster than we can do, if that makes sense. Okay, let's go ahead and just start by bringing the stream over. Okay, it's fine. I could go all the way here too. So then it would be something like this. And then I'm essentially saying I want a dropper right here. And I want 2 hoppers going into the dropper, like so. Perfect. And so if I place a redstone dust on top of that, then I think that'll start shooting out items. So we just gotta get the water figured out now, which shouldn't be too hard. Remember, a lot of this stone does not actually have to be here. Some of the stone bricks do have to be here, but a lot of it does not. Oh, that one does need to be there. That's what I get. Where did that lever go? There it is. Cool. Now we'll do this. So now the water stream will be fully contained. And I just need a water piece right there. I don't know if it'll reach this far though. Let's try it. Let's try it. If I need to put in 1 extra stream with some ice, that's fine too. If I just put it right here, will that work? Ah, it's just 1 shy. Maybe I could just put 2 pieces of ice and it'll shoot just fine. I think, yeah, they should travel 2 blocks of ice, no problem. Okay, now we just cover this up a little bit and test it out. So if I put a redstone dust here, please. It's not quite powering it. Not quite powering it. Okay, that's all right. I would put a torch there, but I think this signal is too fast. Like the torch would burn out. You know what I mean? If I do glass, maybe right here. No. I want the signal to go up to here. Not exactly. Come on, man. Can I get a repeater maybe? I bet you a creeper's gonna spawn here now. I think if I do it like this, this should work. It's not powering it. Am I tripping? Like, why is this not working? All right, let's sleep through the night and I'll figure that out. Because I definitely don't want to put 2 of those little observer clocks right next to each other. I mean, we could, it would be fine, but this would be a little more convenient and a little bit less clicking that we have to listen to. You know what I mean? Man, I have no idea. Why is it not dropping items? Is it getting powered from up top there? It is. That's really weird. That's really strange. I feel like that should not be happening. Is it because of this? Somehow this lever up here is powering our dropper. And that's a real problem because we need the dropper to work. Okay, that works, but then now we can't collect items. I wonder if I can just do my original plan. No. Okay, but that works. Well, we found something that kind of works. We just have to find out. I might have to slightly move the dropper. Yeah, I think we're just gonna have to move it a little bit, unfortunately. Okay, let's turn it off for now. Oh, no, no, no. Okay, good thing I have no redstone on the ground, right? Okay, we'll just move the dropper like one forward. I feel like if it's here, there's no way it'll get powered by the lever. Oh, you know what? We could just feed. This is kind of a roundabout way of doing things, but whatever. And then if I just do this. Okay, that is shooting items out. Good. Now we just got to replace the water stream. And maybe cover it up. Oh, I didn't collect the water, darn it. So close, chat. So close, guys. This thing will be fully functioning in no time. Okay, and I do want to cover it up a little bit like this. Just because the items will shoot up otherwise. Alright. Everything should be functioning now. See how much bone meal I have in there. I should be able to turn the farm back on and it should all work now. After all this little trouble we had. Alright, let's try it, guys. Let's try it. Just need a torch right here. What up, Gohar Khan? How's it going, man? Welcome to the stream. Alright, I think we're in business. I think we're in business. So we have, what, a little over a stack, or just about a stack of bone meal in there. We should see that actually going up over time. Glad you're doing good, man. I just finished this farm. And I'm really happy about it. Holy smokes, what a grind it's been. So we should be getting moss in here, too. I'm not getting any moss in here. Oh, wait, the filter's off. There we go. Now we'll be getting moss in here once that thing fills up. Wait. I'm going to empty all these chests to see how much, just to kind of get a gauge for the rates here. +1 sub. Hey, appreciate it, man. Thank you very much. I hope you're having a great day so far. Let's get rid of the leaf litter. I don't need that stuff. Alright. This should be... Alright, the filter's full, so we will start getting moss now. There we go. And we should be starting to get some bone meal, too. The bone meal is going to be a whole lot slower since I'm not converting the moss. But then, now let's check up here. And we should be staying about the same or getting more bone meal in here over time. And it looks like we're getting more, which is perfect. Said no problem and thank you. Hell yeah, bro. Beautiful. So it's a slower farm because I made the bone meal go on every other pulse, but it's going to be a lot more efficient that way. And that's what makes me happy. I don't need moss super quick. I just want to efficiently be farming my bone meal and moss. And that's finally going to work. Oh my goodness. 3 days I've been working on this farm, you guys. I designed my own. Turned out to be entirely inefficient. I improved it so that it was slightly positive. And then after learning a whole lot, I ended up going with... This is pretty much Etho's design, but I understand why he designed it the way he did now. Because I went through the whole process myself. And it's working really well. I could probably try and speed it up and things, but I'm really honestly just happy to have a working farm. So I'll probably just leave it like this. And I know for sure we're never going to run out of bone meal, so I can leave this farm running forever. And we'll just be collecting moss on the side. And a little bit of bone meal too. Not much, but a little bit. I mostly wanted moss though. And once these 3 chests are full of moss, then all of it will become bone meal. And we'll also be getting extra bone meal over here, since we're producing a lot more bone meal than I'm getting. So in the long run, I can also just grab extra bone meal from this hopper line. This thing will be eventually full, and we'll just be wasting bone meal as it gets added into there. Maybe at that point I'll add a switch where all the bone meal gets collected into a sorting system until that thing gets low again. So like all this side will also go over there. But we'll see. Gohar says, Ditch, guess what? I made a house watching a tutorial and I love it, but I made a mistake and have to restart making it. That's very relatable, bro. Very relatable. That is sick, dude. It is self-sustaining, man. That makes me really happy. It's been a long journey to get here, guys. Very relatable. I've actually rebuilt this exact moss farm twice in this world. This is the 3rd time I've made it. And if I show you my redstone testing world, you can see I've got one here, another one here, a 3rd one here, and a 4th one here. So I've built this exact moss farm at least 6 or 7 times. Sorry to make a 6-7 joke. I wasn't really trying to. Still here? Hell yeah, Camille. You're a trooper, bro. I finished the entire farm. You were watching the whole time. Hopefully the homework's been going well for you, Camille. But we did it. We did it, and I'm so happy with it. Oh my goodness. Now I never have to worry about gathering moss again. I could understand why people are concerned about rates now, because I think it's going to build up bone meal fairly slowly, which doesn't matter for me because I'm not actively using bone meal. But if I were using bone meal to power another farm, then I'd want this to be faster. You finish the homework the day you get it. That's dedication, bro. I get homework assignments that no man on earth could do in one day. I mean, you could, but just like eventually you just get burnt out doing it. And it's honestly good that I have it slowed down so that now these hoppers aren't getting overloaded. Like I'm actually not going faster than hopper speed on each side so that this dropper, like these hoppers aren't getting overfilled. It looks like they're getting cleaned out perfectly. And we could easily make another one of these that's like entirely dedicated to making bone meal, for example. Like we can make a bunch of these. How long did this farm take? Well, this stream has been an hour and a half. I have a 50-minute YouTube video on me building the first version of this farm and like testing it. Like I said, I've been working on this for like 3 days, bro. Like I think it was Saturday is when I started testing, like started making designs in creative mode. That's when I made like these little farms over here. I made this and designed this all myself. You could tell by how janky the redstone is. And I thought this was going to work. It technically does work. If you see me flip it, this farm technically works. But the problem isn't... isn't with the farm working. The problem is it doesn't produce enough bone meal to keep itself running, you know? So like I didn't realize because I was in creative mode and I just filled this whole chest full of bone meal, but this farm is actually using bone meal way faster than it's making it, even if I didn't collect any moss at all. If I just turned all of it straight into bone meal and fed it back into this thing, it would run out of bone meal. So that's kind of how I started. And I had built this in survival, and that's when I realized that it wasn't self-sustaining. And so that's when I went and started creating better versions and thinking about how I can make it more efficient. That all happened on the second day. The first day was just designing and starting to gather some of the materials I needed. Second day I built it, realized it wasn't self-sustaining and improved it a little bit, but still was barely self-sustaining. And then today's the third day I've worked on it now. And I would say this is complete. The only thing I would do next to this farm, the only thing I would change about this farm now is I want to build a building around it so it doesn't just look like a floating farm in the middle of the air. That's next on the to-do list. Look at that. We're stacking up moss now. It looks like every couple seconds we get like a handful of moss. So this is definitely way faster than I need it. It's not like I'm using like shulker boxes full of moss every 5 minutes, you know. Gohar said, I used to play Java. Oh, you know what? I just realized that the chat isn't working really well on screen. That's fine. I'll worry about that. Not right now. You said, I used to play Java, but my PC got a virus and I can't play Java Minecraft anymore. Bug Rock is dookie. Yeah, I don't like playing Bedrock as much either. I'm sorry to hear about your PC, dude. Sucks getting a virus like that. Man, I don't want to do anything now. I just want to sit here and watch this farm run. Yeah, this thing's slowly getting more and more bone meal in it, which is good. Like, we started with a stack, and now we have a stack in 13. And that's only just taking half of the profits. Like, we're splitting the profits in half. Half of them are going into bone meal that get fed back into this thing. And even with just half of the profits, it's still producing more bone meal than it's using. Like, we're growing extra bone meal in here. And then we're taking the rest of the profits and getting them into the storage system. That's the ideal system I wanted from the get-go. It's fine, it might get fixed. This happened a year ago? Holy smokes, bro. Yeah, if I went a year without a computer, I don't know what I'd do. I have like so many computers, bro. I have like 3 laptops and a PC. And now I have a Nintendo Switch too that I can play games on. But I'm also a full-grown adult who, you know, makes money and can buy things he wants, so. Not that I'm saying you're not, I don't know. But I'm just assuming you're probably a kid, because a lot of the people who come to my chats are kids. Oh, it's so beautiful, guys. It's so beautiful. We got it running. So happy. I'm so freaking happy. You guys have no idea, man, how happy I am on the inside. We're getting free bone meal and free moss for life, dude. And I could easily like change this so that it just makes bone meal. We just have to change this filter from moss to any other block like oak planks. And then all the moss gets converted into bone meal if we want to make bone meal faster. I really think like down the line, if I want bone meal faster, I'll build a second farm so that this one produces moss for us and the other one produces bone meal, you know? Like, I feel like it's really, like, this doesn't take a lot of resources. When you have an iron farm, like, the pistons are pretty much free. I have an iron farm and a bamboo farm, so the pistons and the hoppers and all that stuff is pretty much free. All it really, the most expensive part is honestly just, like, the redstone dust that you use, not only to place it all down, but also to build the repeaters and stuff. And it's pretty easy to get redstone dust. What am I going to use the farm for? I just wanted to have infinite moss and infinite bone meal. Now with, there are other farms that I can make that use bone meal as a source. But I don't know, bone meal I feel like is one of those resources that is just really important to have long term. Like a lot of farms only work if you have bone meal. Like if I wanted to make a tree farm, for example, that I blow up the trees with TNT, iron farm, I bet, hell yeah. If I wanted to make a tree farm that I blow up the trees with TNT like Etho has, like he has infinite bone meal so that he can go down and bone meal all the saplings, you know? It speeds up that process. There's also those little farms that are just like one block and you just sit there and you spam bone meal into it and it grows the block and harvests it right away. Like those farms you need bone meal for. Moss is also just really nice to have a lot of to build with and stuff. Another thing is I'm thinking about adding a second item filter onto this for moss carpet. Because I would really, like I have torches all over my base. And if I have moss carpet, here, let's get some moss carpet real quick. See how easy this is for me now? It's amazing. Let's get my hoe as well. So if I just wanted to, okay, I don't want to mess up that terrain right there. But if I place this here and I just spread the moss around and then I collect it all to get some carpets. I like how the moss like takes over other blocks too. I really like the way they did this stuff. I honestly might replace some of this moss, but the grass will grow back, so this won't look too awkward in a little while. So now I have carpets. I can hide lights under the ground and make it look really natural. And it'll still light up the area. See, if I do this, like even just putting a carpet down, like you kind of notice that, but like if I just decorated the land here and like put some moss around so that it wasn't by itself, like you would never think twice about this, you know? See? And now I'm lighting up the area with a torch right here and it's hidden. So that's another reason why I want moss carpet. But I guess I could do the same just using the moss itself. Oh my goodness. And see, that's the thing. This is filling up quick too. Camille, you are a true fan. All you guys are a true fan. Gohar says, my base ideas are good, but IRL they are not. I don't know what you mean by that. Do I have a villager trading hall? I do. Anyway, so that's why I like to have moss carpet. But like I said, we could get it pretty easily as long as we have bone meal. What I was saying is that this is filling up pretty easily. Once all three of these chests are full, I mean, one, that's more moss than I'm ever going to need at one given time. And then the rest of the moss won't go through here. It'll all go here. And this will be just strictly a bone meal farm until I use up some of the moss again. And then it'll restock itself. So we'll always have like 3 double chests full of moss at a given time, which will be awesome. And hopefully all of these chests full of bone meal. This is a much slower farm now, though, so I don't think these last 2 are probably not going to get a lot of action. It's mostly going to be these first 2 that get the bone meal. So yeah, this is a really good farm, just in general. I am really excited for when it becomes like just solely a bone meal farm too, and we can auto craft all the bone meal into bone blocks to store them, and we'll be rich. That's something in my old like long-term Minecraft worlds. I never had a bone meal farm because this thing has been really hard for me to make. Let's see, moss right here. I could put all this stuff right here. Cool, Gohark. I do have a villager trading hall, by the way. The farm should be stacked. No, yeah, I mean, I'm not really gonna AFK it. I'm just gonna let it run because it's right here by the base. But I do have a villager trading hall with all kinds of good books. My favorite is the mending guy. I do like the efficiency 4 and sharpness. We have a lot of good books here. But then I also have unbreaking 3. The top row is not very filled up right now, but we'll get there. Still some other enchants I want to get. But we have a lot of good enchants here, or a lot of good books. And then these are the guys that give me all my diamonds. I mean, technically I could get tools from these guys too, which is nice. All right. What a success. I think it's time to start putting away all the stuff now. I don't need the redstone dust. Yep. Don't need the scaffolding or the signs or the chests. The wood, dirt. Where's all my ice go? I think ice I put over here, right? Yeah. Ice. I don't need all these buckets either. Boom. Gohar says, I have 1 in an SMP. I'm trying to get Unbreaking 3. It's so hard. Yeah, nice. Yeah, Unbreaking 3 literally took me so long. Like, I got that entire downstairs full of enchanted books before I ever found Unbreaking 3. And it only cost me 13 emeralds for it. So, Unbreaking 3 has been a grind to get. I got Mending way faster. I've had 2 Mending villagers before I ever got Unbreaking. Which is kind of crazy. Alright, let's put the rest of this stuff away. I don't need this. I hate the rain sometimes in Minecraft. I guess I shouldn't hate it. It's nice that they have weather and things change over time. Or else the game would probably feel a lot more stale. Oh, that's right. I don't keep seeds anymore. Kelp. I do keep that. Stone bricks. So the next stage that I'm going to want to work on is definitely going to be putting a building around that moss farm now. You have an ominous bottle? Yeah, definitely use it on the trial chamber, dude. Oh, it depends on what kind of items you're looking for more, I would say. I'll keep some of these building blocks here because we're going to build here very soon. But all the redstone components I'm going to bring with me. And all the junk, too. I think it's about time to sleep. It looks like it's nighttime. It says, I don't have a mace. I need a mace. Yeah, then definitely go to the trial chamber, bro. That's another thing I haven't done. I have never gone into a trial chamber in my life. Oh, man, I just don't do a lot of the exploration stuff. Look, there's a rainbow. Oh, man, I'm yawning. Put all the redstone dust away. Okay, we still have a pretty okay amount of redstone, I would say. Put my slime balls and quartz away. I'm glad we're not totally broke after building all that stuff. I guess rails I could put in the redstone components chest. That's probably a good idea. Nice. Gunpowder over here. Lava buckets can go back where they came from. I normally like to have a whole row of buckets up here. Just ready to go. So I'll get 4 other buckets and fill those suckers up. Do I have an extra set? What are you talking about, Gohar? An extra set of what? Of gear? I don't. I have not made an extra set of armor and tools yet. I feel like I'm still pretty early on in this world. I mean, we're, what, 250 days in, so we're not really early game at all. But I've still just been working on a lot of new stuff. I haven't even gotten like a real, what I would consider in-game set of armor either. Because the problem I have is my XP farm is really slow. So I need to get a new XP farm, essentially. A better one. I just have a zombie spawner, a single zombie spawner that I use as an XP farm for now. And in my last world, I used a creeper farm that I got a lot of XP from. But in this world, I could do the same exact farm. It would probably be fine. And it's a really good farm too, I'm not gonna lie. But I think I want to do an ender, like a enderman farm in the end. For my XP, to be honest. Those are just so much faster. And like the creeper farm was quick. I would only have to be there for a couple minutes to like restore a full tool. But like with the Enderman farm, they are like the quickest for sure. Why not a Blaze XP farm? Blaze would be cool too. I don't know. I feel like the Enderman farms are just not that hard to set up. Like once you beat the Ender Dragon, you could just build like 128 blocks away from the main island. Make a platform and then put some turtle eggs. I think it's what they're attracted to. They like running towards turtle eggs. Put a bunch of turtle eggs down and then they all run towards it and fall into a hole where they become like down 24 blocks and they all are 22 blocks, so they're 1 HP, and then I just smack them with my sword. You never use an Enderman farm? Yeah, Endermites could be annoying, but yeah, I've never built one either. Why are there 2 blocks all the way up here? It's so weird. Bamboo farm is slowly chugging along. That's another thing. I want to make the bamboo farm bigger. I didn't do it with flying machines. This was like a really early game farm for me. I did it the piston way with observers. So the pistons will just break the bamboo. But now I can, because I didn't have any slime blocks or honey blocks to make a flying machine. You've never created a functional farm of anything? What are you talking about, bro? I mean, even this is a functional farm right here, you know? Like, you just have to harvest it yourself, but those farms are chill too. I'm always doing hitting my manual farms. Like, if I'm not currently working on a project in Minecraft, this is what I do. I just walk around, I check on my farms, I collect my resources out of the chests for the automatic farms, and I harvest like my sugarcane farms or my wheat farms. Or I go and roll villager trades. That's a big thing too. I like rolling villager trades. Like in my little villager trading area, I've just been a little bit burnt out working with villagers. Automatic and XP. Yeah, automatic farms are a little more complicated, but that's just what I like to do in Minecraft, you know? Like if it's not your thing, it's not your thing. And if you ever want one and don't know how to make it, like there's tutorials for sure all over the internet. Almost done with your homework? Hell yeah, Camille. What a goat. Alright, so now we've emptied out everything from here. And this farm's pretty much done, guys. Well, I guess it's been done for a while now. It's not news. I'm gonna take down all the scaffolding except for this one. We only need one way of getting up there. I could also just remove the scaffolding and make a ladder. That would work too. Look at it go. I'm so happy with this. It was a grind. A true grind. And it's all cleaned up now. Yeah, I'm gonna leave this here just because I want to build a big like stone structure around the farm next. W Camille, hell yeah, go hard. What up, William Oliver? How's it going, man? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good day so far. You did just come when I've already finished a cow farm for leather. Good idea, Gohar. You did just come when I already finished the farm. I'm thinking about wrapping up the stream because the whole purpose of this stream was to build this moss farm, and it's totally working now. Nice, Camille. Good job getting your homework done. I'm glad you're chilling, William. I'm very happy right now because I finally got this farm I've been working on for ages done. And it feels so good. Can I add you on Discord? No. You could join my Discord server. There's a link in my channel, but I don't like to add viewers on stuff. All right, Gohar, have a nice rest of your day. I am gonna go ahead and end stream chat. No, I'm not gonna send you a request on Discord, William. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Thank you guys so much for watching the stream, and I hope to see you next time.